Hey everyone, it's Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to shift gears a little bit and talk about exercise and muscle loss. What I'm finding with a lot of patients, in particular over the last 2 or 3 years, most everybody is walking, but we're really not seeing any improvement in overall muscular health. And we're seeing, with a lot of the testing that we do here in the office, actual loss of muscle. And one of the things with aging we know that occurs is this aging loss of muscle called sarcopenia becomes more and more of a challenge and an issue as we age because it increases risk for falling and decreased mobility. And these are things that we absolutely want to avoid with aging. And it's something that we know after 30, we begin to lose muscle just through the process of aging, 3 to 5 to even up to 8% per decade. So by the time we're older, we've lost a third of our muscle mass, which is significant. And this can be a problem for being able to continue to do the things as we age, particularly being able to get up off the floor, which with a fall we want to be able to do. As with aging, we want to be able to get down, play with kids, grandkids, whatever, and be able to get back up with as little assistance as possible, meaning trying to get up, first of all, with no hands, and then certainly even one hand, but not having to get up on all fours and struggling to get to a chair to get up. These are things that we really want to try to maintain as we age. We want to be able to carry in our groceries. We want to be able to go up and down stairs. So I thought maybe what I would do is sort of lean in on what we can do at home. Don't necessarily have to go to a gym, because I know a lot of you really don't want to have to go to a gym for resistance training and for strength training. So let's just talk a little bit about some things we can do around the house as time goes on that could be of great benefit just from a muscle tone standpoint. The testing that we're doing here in the office is definitely showing that we're losing muscle tone. So things that we can do. One of the things that I do fairly regularly is I try to wall sit just brushing my teeth. So I just get my back against the wall, bend my knees, and get my heels about a foot away from the wall and just wall sit. And if I'm doing a 2 or 3 minute toothbrushing, that's a pretty good test. I used to do that just when I started skiing, but it's also great now just to get good muscle tone in the thighs. So I think that that's something that we can do. Something else that we can do is and oftentimes what I'll do even after that is I'll do some push-ups on the side of the tub. I won't go necessarily all the way down, although push-ups are great, and that's something that you can do at home without having to go to a gym, is push-ups, and not just the ones with your arms out, but learning to do push-ups with your arms in. And certainly if you're just starting, for females, you can do the old female push-up with being on your knees. But as you get stronger, it's really good to, and as you get good with planking, you can really try to start doing some real push-ups and working on chest and arm and core strength. You can run up and down stairs while you're at home, carrying clothes or laundry, whatever, up and down stairs if you happen to have stairs. And certainly if you're bringing in groceries, you can do some bicep curls. That's something that can be very helpful, and you want to maintain that to be able to continue to do this with aging. When you're making beds, you can get on the side of the bed and just do some tricep dips and work the back of your arms. That's an easy thing to do. One of the things that you can do is lunging while you are vacuuming. You can lunge. You can do some squats while you're folding laundry. When you're at the kitchen sink, you can do calf raises. And maybe while cooking, you can do some backward leg lifts and work on your glutes. So these are things that you can do at home. And the advantages of really maintaining good muscle strength and muscle tone without reducing muscles and replacing that with fat have great benefit. Being able to, and we certainly know that with our hormone program, women on estrogen and testosterone and men on testosterone. These are very helpful for maintenance of lean muscle. But we can also build muscle and reduce fat. We can boost our metabolism. All of our metabolism is in our muscle, and that's where we want to protect the mitochondria. We want to protect our proteins in there, making sure you get enough protein and we're getting good folding of protein and we don't lose that proteostasis that occurs with aging. We want to make sure our bones stay strong, and this can definitely help with good muscle tone around each joint. We will maintain good bone strength. We maintain and boost our flexibility. Because we're also exercising, we increase blood flow, not only to our organs, but also to our brain. We can oftentimes help eliminate or reduce just pain issues, pain along our back, keeping our spine in good shape. We can reduce just chronic diseases. We know that even just a 5 or 10 minute walk after a meal can reduce insulin resistance. So these are really powerful tools that we have without having to spend any money. It improves our mood and raises energy levels. So I think that understanding the importance of exercise in the framework of maintaining muscle tone is very important. Now, if you get a little more advanced, you obviously can go to the gym. You can purchase 5-10 pound weights to be able to do a few things at home, but also resistance bands are very helpful. You can do pull aparts with resistant bands. You can put them on your legs and do hip flexion and hip extension with those. All types of things that you can do. Now, obviously, I'm not here to have you jump right into something if you haven't done much in the way of workouts, but I would encourage you to make sure that each and every day you're doing something in addition to just sitting around to continue to work on muscle tone and not just walking. I don't want you to stop walking. I just want you to recognize that it's important to work on muscle tone, either through resistance exercises or just using your own body weight. And these are things that we can do without having to spend a lot of money. Hopefully that's helpful. I do encourage you all to look into some ways that you can begin to work and put some effort into this, because it is definitely something that I'm seeing with all my patients in general, not certainly everyone, but in general, a lot of folks really have just relied on walking and we haven't really been quite as driven to work on overall muscle tone. So all the best to you all. Have a great week, and we'll talk again next week.